every night. Under balconies, broken light never clapped, never rose, just watched me sing through highs and lows. Her eyes would shine when I'd begin a jazz romance we held within. I'd play to her and none would know. I lived for love in the third row. Love that never took the stage, a silent flame inside its cage. I bowed each time but couldn't show my heart was there in the third Time has moved like ocean tides, washing out our former lives. But somewhere quiet, deep and true, there's still a piece of me in you. I don't wake up calling your name, but sometimes there still hums the same, like when the moon is low and white. I swear I feel you at my side. There's a thread between us, soft and thin, woven through where we have been. It doesn't pull, it doesn't tie, it simply holds but won't say goodbye. You're not here, yet not undone. The thread remains quietly spun. I've tried to love with open hands, to not compare, to understand, but no one else has ever known the voice I use when I'm alone. Maybe we were meant to part, to teach each other soft from heart, but still across the silent years, you echo somewhere past my fears. There's a thread between us, light and bare, strung through time, through folded air. Not a promise, not a vow, just something present. Even now I don't change.
our best attire, bootstrapping out our secret fire. The old town echoed with our swing, a joyful pulse in everything. The band played fast, the dancers smiled. For a moment, life was so beguiled. In every step a story told of young hearts burning bright and bold, swinging down the old town lane where laughter meets a sweet refrain. The music lifts the tide and blue, and every beat's a rendezvous. Though time has dimmed those golden hours, the memory still blooms like wildflowers. So let us swing through night and rain, reviving lost immortal pain. Down the old town lane where laughter meets a sweet refrain. The music lifts the tide and blue, and every beat's a rendezvous. Though time has dimmed those golden hours, the memory still blooms like wildflowers. So let us swing through night and rain, reviving lost immortal pain.
If your voice get lost inside the storm, if the night is cold and far from warm, you don't need to light the way alone. I will run to bring you home. If the ground gives out beneath your feet, if the world forgets you when you weep, you don't have to shout or plead. I will hear you, I will lead. Nothing stands between your heart and mine. Not the miles, not the years, not even time. I won't wait for perfect scenes. I'll show up when it's hard to be seen. Love's not easy, but it's clean, and nothing stands between. I don't need roads or maps or signs. I don't need stars to know you're mine. Even if you fall apart, I'll hold every broken part. Nothing stands between your soul and me. No locked door, no storm at sea. Even if you can't believe, I'll be faith when you can't breathe. Not the dark, not the unseen. Nothing stands between. Nothing stands between your soul and me. No locked door, no storm at sea. Even if you can't believe, I'll be faith when you can't breathe. Not the dark, not the unseen. Nothing stands between. Oh,
asked for bourbon, neat and slow, then hummed a song I used to know. The bartender, old as time and tone, said that girl sings best alone. You knew her pain, her style, her game, and every chord behind her name. He poured the jazz in liquid gold and watched her leave like songs grow cold. The bartender knew her key in C or G or secrecy. He tuned her tears in whiskey neat and played her loss with steady beat. The bartender knew her key in C or G or secrecy. He tuned her tears in whiskey neat and played a loss with steady beat.
Trumpets rise like sirens on the steel. Smokestack city starts to feel real. Lovers fight with mouths and eyes, then kiss beneath the neon sky. He lights a cigarette with rain. She hums a tune that hides her pain. The fire escape holds secrets dear in chords the world forgot to hear. We danced that night on rusted bars between the sacks and dying stars. A jazz crescendo, wild and deep, played loud above a world asleep.
It started in a room of noise and light, shoulder to shoulder on a Saturday night. I wasn't looking, just drifting through. Then something stilled and I saw you. Not a word, not even a smile, just two souls pausing for a little while. The music faded, the world slowed down. Your eyes found mine, and I drowned. Eyes in the crowd, strangers by name, but something in us quietly changed. I've never felt so seen, so loud as I did in that glance in the crowd. No maps, no plans, just fade aloud. Two hearts to stop, eyes in the crowd. I walked away, what else could I do? No fairy tale was waiting in that room, but all the days that followed me home still whispered your face in every unknown. Was it love? Was it just the night, or a second that slipped into my life? Some moments don't need to last to echo like thunder from the past. Eyes in the crowd, I still rewind that perfect pause in borrowed time. I never knew a soul could speak so loud in one brief look through eyes in the crowd.
There was a time I believed in skies of blue, a painted dream where pain could not break through. But now I see through clear eyes. The storm may come, but still I rise. The world's not kind and never promised light. We learn to love within the dark of night. And though my heart once chased the sun, I've grown to stand when hope feels none. Beyond the rain, where silence grows, there lies a peace the young don't know. No golden gates, no perfect place, just fragile truth and tender grace. Beyond the rain, I walk alone, but every step becomes my own. I lost some dreams along the way, left them behind like childhood days. But in their place, I found my name, not etched in stars, but carved in flame. I've built from ashes, brick by brick. No magic wand, no easy fix. Yet every scar has shaped this soul. Each broken piece has made me whole. Beyond the rain, no angels fly, just quiet hearts who still ask why. No rainbow ends, no pot of gold, just stories lived in hands to Captain Cool Lips Cherry Red told me hello like you meant it instead. Your words were silk, but your eyes look shy, and baby truth lives where the trumpet cries. You dance so smooth with a practice spin, but your laughter cracked just beneath your grin. You said I'm fine, I said oh my, but the brass behind us knew why. Cause the trumpet don't lie, it won't pretend. It sings the truth from end to end. It don't care about charm or sweet perfume. It'll clear a smile from a smoky room. So talk your talk, give it your best try, but baby, the trumpet don't lie. That horn caught fire when you said his name, like it knew your game and played your shame. You said he's just a friend, all smooth and sly, but the trumpet hit a note so high, even the bartender raised his brow, and the piano stopped for a moment. Wow, so sip your gin and bat that eye. But I see truth where the notes fly, cause the trumpet don't lie like people do. It don't dress pain in shades of blue. It don't need words to call your bluff. One sharp blast and that's enough. So save your stories, don't even try. The brass behind us don't lie. You told me forever, you swore on your ring, but that horn played minor while you danced in bling. Now I don't judge, I just observe, but that trumpet's got perfect nerve. Sip my drink, enjoy the song. But when you think you fooled my eyes, that trumpet flares and truth replies. No lie survives that golden bell, where every note's a truth to tell. Yeah, the trumpet don't lie, it speaks in flame. It don't forget, it don't play games. You could charm the crowd, you could spin the tale, but that horn will blow and lift your veil. So twirl my darling, wink and sigh, but just remember, the trumpet don't lie. Carousel remembers you, though paint has chipped and music's through. It spins in time no clocks can find, with faded lights and dreams behind. Your laughter lives in turning rings, in wooden hooves and angel wings. The horses sway, the music sighs. It plays your name when no one writes. You wore a ribbon red and shine, and waved at clouds like they were sky. I held your hand, afraid to fall, but you just laughed, you knew it all. Now years have passed, the fairground's gone, but every dusk it still plays on. Though you've moved on to worlds brand new, the carousel remembers you. Round and back again, it spins for moments, not for men. It creaks in time with memories of all the lives it used to please. And though your voice is faint and few, the carousel remembers you. They painted over names and hearts, and sold the brass for cheaper parts, but no one sees the secret there, the echo held in wooden air. A melody you once made true still haunts its halls in shades of blue. The moonlight hums the waltz you knew, the carousel remembers you. Some say joy is made to fade, but not in every dream we played. And some machines, though old and slow, still turn the way the heart won't show.
piano in the corner stands. Its keys are worn by time's demands. Each note recalls a sweeter tune, a love that shone beneath the moon. I press the keys and hear your voice, a fragile sound that leaves no choice but to remember days gone past, when every moment wished to last. Broken keys of yesterday play the songs that still hold sway, though the melody's cracked and torn. In every chord your love is born. Time may dim the luster there, but every note reflects a prayer. For in that broken soulful art, your memory beats within my heart. I press the keys and hear your voice, a fragile sound that leaves no choice but to remember days gone past, when every moment wished to last. Broken keys of yesterday play the songs that still hold sway, though the melody's cracked and torn. In every chord your love is born. Time may dim the luster there, but every note reflects a prayer. For in that broken soulful art, your memory beats within my heart.
I was halfway through folding your old winter coat when the static turned sweet and the silence took note. A voice from the vinyl, soft, low and slow, velvet on the radio. I froze in the doorway with lint on my hand as she sang of a love that won't understand. It wasn't your name, but it still felt close, that velvet on the radio. We danced to that song when the dishes were done, with bare feet on linoleum, no need to run. I remember you humming it into my hair, as if melody meant you'd always be there. Now someone in stereo breathes like you do, in a voice lined with honey and heartbreak too. And I'm back in that kitchen, soft and alone, held by velvet on the radio. Velvet on the radio, curling through the air, like fingers on my shoulder that once were there. It doesn't say your name, but somehow it knows the shape of my sorrow, the path where it goes. No warning, no armor, just soft undertow. That velvet on the radio. She sang of forever, of things we let slip, like tea left to cool on your half-used lip. I didn't cry then, I just shut off the dial, but her voice lingered long in the air for a while. And maybe tomorrow she'll sing something new, but tonight she sang us, and she sang us true. Some ghosts wear perfume, some knock on the door, but some haunt the radio. Velvet on the radio, bittersweet and slow, a ribbon through memory I can't let go. The world moves forward,
last call rings, the bottles clink, the band slows down, the lovers blink. One final dance before we part, to trade our tears for borrowed art. The sax plays low, the lights grow pale, our secrets sail on minor scale. You whisper truth against my cheek, then fade before I get to speak. The last call waltz slow and wide, 3 steps lost in wounded pride. We dance beneath the neon rain and left love crying in the lane. Lost in wounded pride, we dance beneath the neon rain and left love crying in the lane. I used to see the world in black and white, a quiet blur beneath the city lights. But then you looked at me that way, and color slowly found its place.
The morning's warmer when you say my name. The air feels lighter, never quite the same. You don't speak in poetry or prose, but somehow love is what you show.
Through your eyes, the sky feels near, the noise fades out when you are here. I never knew the world could glow until your gaze told me so. Through your eyes, I see it clear, that love was always waiting here. I never asked for something so divine. I never thought your soul would mirror mine. But now your heart becomes my doubt, and I forget what pain's about. No grand confession, no rehearsed line, just the quiet magic in your eyes. No need for promises in stone. I know I'm safe when I'm alone with you. Through your eyes I find my name, not lost in time, not
You'd hum in the morning while waiting for tea. I'd whistle the rest, half asleep, half free. We made melodies out of dishes and rain, and the hum of the fridge knew our softest refrain. No need for a chorus, no rhyme to defend, just verses we borrowed and never quite penned. I still hear them play in the steam on the pane, the songs we never named. You tapped out a beat on the edge of my hand. I matched you in time, though I didn't understand. We sang through the traffic, we sang without tune, but it sounded like gold under cold afternoon. Our notes weren't recorded, no vinyl, no fame, just the echoing sunlight that whispered your name. And now when it's quiet, I hear them again, the songs we never named. No title, no sheet, no encore applause, just laughter between the space in each pause. You can't hum them back, but they're never quite gone. They live in the kettle, they rise with the dawn. They wait in the stillness where memory remains, the songs we never named. I tried to rewrite them once late in the year, but nothing could echo the warmth in your ear. They weren't made of music, not really of sound. They were built out of glances that circled around. Now someone new asks me, what's your favorite song? And I smile, but it aches because they all feel wrong. How do you speak what was never explained? The songs we never named. No bridges, no hooks, no lines to reclaim, just shadows that dance when I whisper your name. They don't play on radios, don't earn acclaim, but they lived once inside us, and that was enough for a song with no name. There was a time I believed in skies of blue, a painted dream where pain could not break through. But now I see through clearer eyes. The storm may come, but still I rise. The world's not kind, it never promised light. We learn to love within the dark of night. And though my heart once chased the sun, I've grown to stand when hope feels none. Beyond the rain, where silence grows, there lies a peace the young don't know. No golden gates, no perfect place, just fragile truth and tender grace. Beyond the rain, I walk alone, but every step becomes my own. I lost some dreams along the way, left them behind like childhood days. But in their place I found my name, not etched in stars, but carved in flame. I've built from ashes, brick by brick. No magic wand, no easy fix. Yet every scar has shaped this soul. Each broken broken piece has made me whole. Beyond the rain, no angels fly, just quiet hearts who still ask why. No rainbow ends, no pot of gold, just stories lived and hands to hold. Beyond the rain, we find the truth that love is forged in weathered hue. The last call rings, the bottles clink, the band slows down, the lovers blink. One final dance before we part, to trade our tears for borrowed art. The sax plays low, the lights grow pale, our secrets sail on minor scale. You whisper truths against my cheek, then fade before I get to speak. The last call waltz slow and wide, 3 steps lost in wounded pride. We dance beneath the neon rain and left love crying in the lane.
If your voice gets lost inside the storm, if the night is cold and far from warm, you don't need to light the way alone. I will run to bring you home. If the ground gives out beneath your feet, if the world forgets you when you weep, you don't have to shout or plead. I will hear you, I will lead. Nothing stands between your heart and mine. Not the miles, not the years, not even time. I won't wait for perfect scenes. I'll show up when it's hard to be seen. Love's not easy, but it's clean. Love's not easy. maps or signs. I don't need stars to know you're mine. Even if you fall apart, I'll hold every broken part. Mountains rise and rivers dry, but love like this will multiply. No matter what the distance means, I'll be there through every in-between. Nothing stands between your soul and me. No locked door, no storm at sea. Even if you can't believe, I'll be faith when you can't breathe. Not the dark, not the unseen. Nothing stands between, but it's clean. But it's clean. But it's clean. Nothing stands between your heart and mine. Not the miles, not the years, not even time.
You showed up late in ruby heels, spinning faster than Ferris wheels, with eyes that shout, I'm here to play. You turned the night from gray to hay. The drummer winked, the trumpet blew, the dance floor split right up for you. And I just prayed I'd learn that thing that makes you laugh and makes you swing. Forget the pain, the bills, the ring. Let troubles drown in 4-on-2. Let rhythm chase the blues from you. That heart may break, but let it sing. So come on, love, just swing, darling, swing. Your lipstick red, your timing tight. You danced through dreams all Friday night. You pulled me close, then spun away, and I forgot what pain could weigh. You said life's short, so make it loud, and twirled straight through the bobby crowd. The saxman cried, the rafters rang. You kissed my cheek and made me swing. Like Ella taught the stars to sing. Let's stomp the floor till heels wear down. Let heartbreak fade with every sound. We ain't got much, but here's the thing we got tonight. So swing, darling, swing. You dance all wrong, but still you stayed all evening long. We tripped on steps and still took flight, and danced the dark into the lies. Let sorrow wait outside the ring. Tonight's for love and shoes that slide, for hands that pull, not ones that hide. So give me one more whirl and fling before we go. Let's swing.
The tables are set, the wine is cold, but only echoes now grow old. The chandelier tears still shine for none, since you and I became undone. The band rehearses every line, yet every solo aches like mine. Each chair recalls a shadowed waltz, each wall a mirror to our faults. The ballroom is empty tonight, no shoes to kiss the marble light, but still the trumpets soft replay for ghosts who danced the night away. The ballroom is empty tonight, no shoes to kiss the marble light, but still the trumpets softly play for ghosts who dance the night
You left your scarf on the kitchen chair, your scent still caught in morning air. I brewed the pot 2 cups as par, but the salt stayed in the sugar jar. Your notes were sweet in curly script, you signed forever on every slip, but I read between just a bit too far. Found salt in the sugar jar. We stirred our days with silver spoons, played kiss and cry in major tunes, but somehow smiles don't go that far, not with salt in the sugar jar. The pancakes burned, you laughed it off, you kissed me quick, then checked your watch. I asked you good, you said bizarre, and reached right past the sugar jar. You seasoned truth with just enough grace, you danced around each awkward place, but I kept taste testing who we are, and there was salt in the sugar jar. You called it love, but served it raw and dressed it up with powdered flour. Now mornings come with a single cup, I drink alone, but still look up. I kept the jar right where you are, with salt inside like a tiny scar. Not every sweet stain
say sugar true, some smiles lie with perfect hue, but I'll remember who you are every time I taste that jar. Funny how love can taste so sharp when salt stays in the sugar jar.
You walked in like a question mark, wearing silver shoes and a coat too dark. The rain gave way, the street lights blinked, and I forgot how thoughts should think. You ordered tea with lemon twice, then asked if love was worth the price. I laughed and said I'm not amused, but somehow I was yours to lose. You said it's April, let's pretend that hearts don't break and clocks don't end. I played along, what could I do? Your grin made April feel brand new. You told me tales that made no sense, of flying frogs and French dispense. I rolled my eyes, but truth came through. You had me at your silver shoes. April fools and silver shoes, the kind of love you're bound to lose. A sidewalk spell, a cafe dare. You twirled me once, I lost my care. The sky was wrong, the rhyme was true. I fell for all the jokes in you. I watched you dance with strangers' hands, then steal the mic from wedding bands. You claimed you once were royalty and kissed my palm theatrically. The evening slipped on tilted time, but somehow every word still rhymed. I said you're mad, you said then choose. I chose the fool in silver shoes. Some loves are built on logic's line, on shared careers and vintage wine. But I was swept by springtime's muse, by April fools and silver shoes. April fools and silver shoes, a one-day dream I couldn't lose. You danced away at 10:30, then came right back and bowed again. And if you lied, well I did too. I'd still believe in fools like you.
Ivory moonlight on the lake, still as breath I couldn't take. You stood there wrapped in softest gray, a silhouette that slipped away. The night held notes we didn't play, like piano keys too shy to sway. But oh, the stars, they knew it then. We touched and never touched again. You whispered once, but not too loud, as if the sky would not allow. And in that hush the moments stayed, like melodies we never played. I see it now in dreams too slow, where shadows fall in silver glow. The light was warm, the truth was white, that fleeting thing, ivory moonlight. Ivory moonlight, soft and pale, like music on a ghostly sail. You shone in silence, lingered long,
then vanished like an unborn song. No rhyme, no kiss, no final line, just moonlight and your hand in mine. I sit now at a silent grand, your name still echoing in hand. Each key remembers where you stood and weeps the notes I never could. The chords are there but feel too late, like turning back a softened fate. And still I chase that single night when love was dressed in ivory light. Some lovers burn and some remain, but ours was made of glass and rain. It broke too soon, it glowed too far, like tracing wishes from a star. Ivory moonlight, stay a while and let me hear that hidden smile. I'll play your name in major keys and hope it drifts on midnight breeze. You were the song that didn't write, but still I wait in ivory
In a crooked line, laughing like you'd never lied, but your smile had trouble tucked inside. You sipped slow, eyes on the door, like you'd seen this town before, and every word you left unsaid felt like syrup in my head. Got them cherry cola blues, sticky, sweet, and kinda used, like a tune from a rusty band, spilling love that don't withstand. You fizzed up fast and you were gone, sugar turned to smoking clues, and now I'm humming cherry cola blues. We slow danced near the record racks, your perfume clung like faded tracks. You said boys like you don't last, but hell, I like the ones that crash. You wore a dress from 39, I swore I'd make your heart break mine, but soda fizz is lover's fate. You left your straw, I stayed. Got them cherry cola blues with lipstick, ghosts, and diner booze. Goodbye came in 3 small sips, like goodbye scrawled on sugar lips. You played me like a 45 and spun away with someone's lies. Now the jukebox just refused. Stop playing cherry cola blues. Cherry fizz, you haunt my cup. I drink it down, but don't fill up. Love's a flavor too fast to keep, goes down smooth and cuts too deep. Now I sit where you last leaned, stirring soda, chasing dreams. The waitress, I still want the same. I nod and whisper out your name. The fizz is gone, the glass runs dry, like all good things you let pass by. And in this booth, time always slows, like syrup thick on melted hope. I got them cherry cola blues with extra ice and no excuse. You were sweet but didn't stay, just sugar on a holiday. You kissed like summer, left like news. Now I write these diner tunes, every verse just me and you, and this glass of cherry cola blues. Cola blues.
said she loved me calm and sweet, but the sax was grooving in deceit. Its wail betrayed her every grin, revealed the truth she kept within. Her words were warm, her hands were near, but saxophones don't fake or fear. The brass was blunt, the notes were dry, and every breath became goodbye. That saxophone don't lie at all. It warns you just before the fall. She smiled, but I heard through the cry. That saxophone don't ever lie. Saxophone don't lie at all. It warned you just before the fall. She smiled, but I heard through the cry. That saxophone don't ever lie. That saxophone don't ever lie.
There was silence in the alley till the trumpet called me home. A cry like midnight thunder that chilled me to the bone. She left with nothing spoken, not a letter, not a line, but that trumpet knew her secret and blew it back in time. When the trumpet cried my name, I heard the truth wrapped up in flame. Each note a tear she never showed, each breath the pain I